Top economic officials from the US and China concluded their first day of meetings in Geneva, setting up a second day of high-stakes negotiations that could determine the fate of global economy that has been jolted by President Trump's trade war. Neither side provided an immediate readout about how the talks went. The meetings are the first since Trump ratcheted up tariffs on Chinese imports to 145%, and China retaliated with 125% on US goods. The tit-for-tat effectively cut off trade between the world's largest economies while raising the possibility of a global economic downturn. While the stakes for the meetings are high, expectations for a breakthrough that results in a meaningful reduction in the tariffs are low. It has taken weeks for China and the US to even agree to talk, and many analysts expect this weekend's discussions to revolve around determining what each side wants and how negotiations could move forward. Still, the fact that Beijing and Washington are finally talking has raised hopes that the tension between them could be diffused and that the tariffs could ultimately be lowered. The impact of the levies is already rippling across the global economy, reorienting supply chains and causing businesses to pass additional costs onto customers. The negotiations will be watched closely by economists and investors who fear a US-Chinese economic war will lead to a slower growth and higher prices around the world. Businesses, particularly those that rely on Chinese imports, are also on high alert about the talks as they grapple with how to cope with the new taxes and the uncertainty about whether they will remain in place. The Trump administration's negotiators are being led by Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, a former hedge fund manager who has said the current tariff levels are unsustainable. He Fang, China's vice premier for economic policy, is leading the talks on behalf of Beijing. The Chinese government has not confirmed who else will be with Mr. He at the meetings, or if Wang Xiaohong, China's Minister of Public Security, who directs its Narcotics Control Commission, will attend. Mr. Wang's participation will be a sign that the two sides might discuss Mr. Trump's concerns about China's role in helping fentanyl flow into the US. The trade fight has started to take a toll on the world's largest economies. On Friday, China reported its exports to the United States in April dropped 21% from a year earlier. Some of the largest US companies have said they will have to raise prices to deal with the tariffs, cutting against Mr. Trump's promise to end inflation.